All right, this is going to be a bit more of a core-based flow with a lot of glute engagement in here. So just have that in mind as we go through the different variations of the flow today. To start this out, let's bring this down onto the mat. Come down to your back. And I'm going to recommend you set this up here with your feet still on the floor, knees high, feet a little bit wider than your hips. Lean the knees in towards center. This will help release your low back to the mat. And then arms at your sides, or out to the sides rather, hands past your head. Let the shoulders sink down, let your elbows bend, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. Slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. Now when you're ready, take an inhale. With your exhale, just open your eyes. And then press into your feet, separate your knees. And then let's just take things slowly. It begins. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, reach this out long. And with the exhale this time, curl this forward. So lift your head, lift your shoulders as well. Stretch forward through your fingertips, belly in, low back down. And take this slow. With your next inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl to the right side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl and reach past your left leg. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right one more time. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl to your left side again. Inhale, roll out long. Now the exhale, just curl back into center. Reach forward, belly pulled in, low back down. Keep looking forward. And stretch further through your fingertips. Try to bring your shoulders up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, just bring the hands to your chest. Relax your head. And then with your hands above you, go ahead and interlace your fingers, face your palms up toward the ceiling. Keep your elbows wide. And we'll take this back and forth twisting. So bring your arms over to the left and fold your knees right. Keep your shoulders grounded. And then come through center. Arms to the right, knees to your left side. Back through center. Bring the arms left, bring your knees to the right side again. Through center, arms to the right, and knees left. Now back through center, bring your arms over to the left, the knees to the right, and hold here. Now with your left hand, pull the right arm across, keep both shoulders down. And if you can, press your knees toward the floor, try to lift that right hip, or just engage attention toward lifting. And then go ahead and release that, relax. Bring this through center. Bring your arms over to the right, the knees to the left. Now draw the left arm across with your right hand and keep the shoulders pressed down. Maybe press in the knees and try to lift that left hip. Or just engage attention further into the twist. And then bring this back to center, both feet flat. And release your hands. Now bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and keep the palms open, elbows wide, and lift up so you can look forward. Enough pressure from your hands so you don't have to strain your neck to do this. Now draw your knees in toward your chest and then extend your feet up toward the ceiling. And try to keep your legs fully extended. Now, if you need to bend the knees, that's fine. Keep your ankles stacked over your hips, but point through your toes. And keep your belly pulled in, keep your low back down. Now, as you're looking forward, just start to flutter kick your legs just a little bit back and forth, maybe within about 1 foot or so. And engage your inner thighs. Rotate the big toes towards center so that the legs stay tracked next to each other. And then try to speed this up a little bit further. And then as you're moving with this flutter kick, just start to cross the legs a little bit, still within this tight range. Reverse the cross as you go back and forth. Now belly pulled in, low back still on the floor. Bring your legs together side by side. Keep looking forward. Now again, bend your knees if you need to, but then when you're ready, lower the right heel as far as you can go without the heel touching the floor and without your low back lifting. And then bring that leg back up. Lower the left heel far as you can go without your low back lifting from the floor. And come back up. And just keep on taking this back and forth one leg at a time. Now as you're moving and as you're breathing, keep your belly pulling, keep your low back down. And if you find that your low back lifts, then you're lowering your feet too far. So just take this to a range that you can control. And keep the tension to your midsection. Keep breathing as you're moving. That's the most important thing here, keep in mind. And then let's just give this a couple more rounds. And try to finish this with the left heel lowering before you bring both legs back to vertical. Now keep your gaze forward. And to take this just a little bit further still, as you look forward, lower the right heel as far as you can bring it without your low back lifting, and hold. And then we're just going to pulse. So start to bounce into that right heel on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. Now take it on the other side. Lower the left heel far as you can go without your low back lifting. Hold this and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg high. And then take an inhale here. And with the exhale, just release. Bring your knees to your chest, your hands to your knees. Squeeze down for a moment. You can pull your knees out wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe here. And then go ahead, release your grip. Bring your feet to the floor, arms out to your sides. Go ahead, fold your knees side to side again for a moment. Let your body twist. And then just bring this back into center. And we're going to take this into a variation of bridge. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close enough to your seat that you can keep your low back basically flat, at least while you're down. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head and keep reaching. So backs of the hands to the floor, press your shoulders down, keep your gaze up high. We're going to take it up and down like this. So when you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, squeeze your glutes, bring your hips up high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, press up high and hold here. So keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, keep breathing. And now to take this further, dig down into your heels, keep the hips up high. And then keep your arms close to the floor, but see about reaching your right hand down toward the right heel. And then bring the right arm past your head. And then left hand down toward your left heel. And then reach this out long. Right hand toward the right heel again. Reach past your head. Left arm toward the left heel. And then reach out long again. One more time with the right hand toward the right heel. Right arm past your head. Left arm down toward your left heel. And then reach this out long. Press in your heels, squeeze your glutes one more time. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, roll this all back down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, just squeeze in. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then cross your ankles, roll forward to a seat. And then once you come forward, we're going to take this into a reclining position, though it won't feel like you're reclining once we're moving. So extend your left leg and come down onto your left forearm and onto your left hip. Now right foot stays behind your left leg and just position the right foot so you can set it down flat. Right hand in front of your chest, lean into both hands. Now be sure you can press down into the right foot when we bring the hips up and down. So with an inhale, just bring your hips up high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, bring your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, press up one more time. Stay lifted like this. And this could be good enough. You can press into the left foot if you need to. But if you can take this further, see about lifting your left foot up off the floor. Try to point the toes up. And then further still, we're going to pulse the left leg. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And just come to a seat into center here. Shake your legs out a little bit, and I'm sure that's going to light up some unusual places. Take it to the other side when you're ready. So we're going to come down onto the right forearm and onto the right hip. So right leg extended. Left foot steps behind your right leg, and just position that left foot so you can set it flat. Left hand in front of your chest. Now lean into your hands. Keep the right foot down, and just take this up and down with the hips. So with the inhale, bring your hips up high, and then sink back down. Lift your hips up again, and then lower. Bring your hips up high, come back down, lift up again, and then lower. Now one more time, lift your hips and hold here. Now this is good enough. You can just press into the right foot, and that's fine. If you can take it further, lift the right foot up off the floor, and see about pointing the toes up. Now if you can pulse this, bring it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. And then once you're down, just bring yourself into all fours. Shake your legs out a little bit. And move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel things out. And just feel out where you're loose and where you're tight. And then bring this into center in all fours, and we'll take this to the wrist. So I want you to bring your knees together and your feet together as well underneath you. And then walk the hands in so they're within about a hand's distance of your knees. Now flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms up, most of the weight's on the legs. But spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, press your fingertips down into the floor, and just breathe into this. Now you can keep the weight back on your legs or lean forward toward your hands, but still keep the hands tense and keep your fingers pressing down, fingertips I should say. And then if you want to take this further, just go ahead and extend your right leg straight back. And then bring the knee down. Extend your left leg straight back. And bring the knee back down. Foot back with the right leg again. And then bring it down. Back with your left leg again. And bring the knee down. One more time with the right leg back. Bring the knee down. One more time with the left leg back. And set the knee down. And then just come up onto the fingertips, and we're going to change this out. We're going to take this in with a wrist stretch, and this is going to be a variation on side plank. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. We're going to focus on the right hand. So keep the palm facing down, but rotate your right hand. Fingertips out to the side, and try to point in toward your knee as best you can. And just set the hand flat. Spread your fingers out wide and dig your fingertips down. Now, come up to the fingertips of the left hand. Step the left foot behind the right. And grip the floor with your right hand, kick the right foot down. We're going to keep the left foot down as well and stay open to the side. Now just look down at the floor inside your right hand. Keep gripping the floor. And if this is already enough, just stay here. You need to stay with the stretch. You can always bring the hand closer to your knee. Now if you can take this further, then focus on moving through the left arm. As you're gripping the floor with the right hand, just lift that left elbow straight up. Start to open your chest, left shoulder above the right. Maybe reach your left arm high and straighten completely. And then bend at the elbow, point the fingertips down. Bring the fingers down to the floor. Again like that, grip with the right hand. Pull the left elbow up high. Go ahead, straighten the arm. Bend the elbow, fingertips down, and bring them back to the floor. And then one more time, lift the elbow up high, open up your chest. Reach the left arm high. Bend the elbow, fingertips down, and then bring that left hand to the floor. And once you're down, release the right hand, shake it out for a moment. When you're ready, take it on the other side. So from all fours, focus on your left hand here. Palm down, rotate your fingertips to the side and then in toward your knee. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand and step the right foot behind the left. Now keep the left hand gripping the floor. Keep the left foot kicking down. This is good enough right here. And if you want to take it further, just keep looking down and then very slowly lift the right elbow straight up. Open your chest, stack the shoulders. Maybe reach that right arm high completely. And then bend the right elbow, point the fingertips down, and bring the fingers down to the floor. Again, right elbow high, still gripping the floor with your left hand. And then maybe straighten the right arm as you reach up. Bend the elbow, point your fingertips down, and bring the fingers to the floor again. One more time, bring that right elbow straight up. Stretch the right arm high. Bend the elbow, point the fingers down, And then bring that hand to the floor. Come back into center when you're ready. Shake your left hand out. And then we'll take this a little bit further into a modified side plank still. So the right side is going to be the base again. Step the left foot behind the right. Bring the left hand to your left hip. And just hold on to this position. Stay open to the side. Now, if you can take this further, see about putting the left arm behind your back. Palm face me, pull the shoulder back. Grip the floor with your right hand and keep your right foot kicking down. Now, if this is enough, stay here. If you can take it further, go ahead, extend your left leg and lift that foot up off the floor. And this might be plenty. Now, if you can take it further still, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, pull the left knee into your chest. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in again. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, pull the knee in one more time. Inhale the left leg back. And then with the exhale, just bring it back down. Come back to all fours. And we'll do the same on the other side. So once you're ready, left side's your base. Go ahead and step the right foot behind the left, right hand your right hip. Open everything up to your right side. And this might be good enough already here. Keep gripping the floor with your left hand. Now to take it further, take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face me, keep the shoulder pulled back. And then if you want to take it further still, go ahead, lift the right foot up off the floor, right leg extended. Now to move from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, pull this in, right knee to your chest. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in again. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, pull the knee into your chest. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, bring the knee forward. Inhale the right leg back one more time. And then with the exhale, come back to all fours. And then from all fours, just give yourself a moment to breathe here, move around. And maybe just breathe and take a little break and take another stretch if you like. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And let's take this into down dog. Now take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press into your palms, try to flatten your hands. Sink your chest toward the floor. And even as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. So try to bring the upper body into one long straight line. Hold some tension in your core through the belly, around the low ribs. Keep your hips pressing high. And if your hamstrings are tight, if your legs are tight, just bend the knees. And if you want to stay really loose, you can just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart. Deep into the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang. Let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here for a moment. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands down. You can reach to opposite elbows and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep the knees bent to begin, but then restack your spine. So just slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. And now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hand to the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly and then just release this to the bottom. So with an inhale, lift this up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Step this back to high plank. Now, wrists underneath the shoulders. Press your palms to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and spread your shoulder blades apart. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With your next inhale, pull your chest forward. Straighten the arms, upward dog. Now, feet flat behind, kick down. Squeeze your glutes to pull the hips forward, and that'll help the low back. Keep in mind, keep your glutes squeezing. And then lift from the arms, lift from the shoulders as well. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. Pedal out for a moment here. Let your hips move side to side. And we'll take that variation of a sun salutation from here. So take an inhale. Now the exhale, look forward, bend the knees, and then step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. With the exhale, fold this down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, half lift here. With the exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to high plank. Now from your high plank, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly and hips up high to down dog. 2 more times like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reaches up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Take an inhale here. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly and hips up high to down dog. 1 more time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. With the exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And just give yourself a moment here, paddle out. Now from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now feet and knees within hips with distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Now take this with a bind behind. So right arm behind your back, bring that hand to the left side. Left hand meets the right. Palms together, fingers in a lace. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Maybe sink this down lower. And then focus the weight on your left foot and lift your right heel. You're still in chair. Right leg forward, dip the heel down. Now pull back in, right knee to left calf. Forward again, right heel down. And then knee to calf. Forward again, right heel down. Knee to calf 1 more time, just hold here. And then straighten your left leg, lift your right knee, come into balancing. Now press in left big toe, keep your gaze forward, shoulders back, just breathe. And then when you're ready, release your left hand, take hold of the right leg on the outside of the thigh, and just take this into a standing twist. So keep the toes, the right foot pointed down, pull your right shoulder back, open your chest up to the right, and this is probably plenty right here. Keep breathing. Now from wherever you are, stay upright, stay twisted, and then just give this a try 1 time. Try to straighten your right leg as best you can, point through the toes, and then bend your right knee and point the toes back down. Now, keep the right arm bound, turn back to center, left hand comes to your left hip. Step the right foot down, come to standing with your left knee high, and just hold this. Now, if you can take this further, dig down to the right big toe, keep your gaze forward, and then just line the left knee up with the right. To go further, reach the left hand back, and find the inside edge of the left foot. Keep the right arm bound if you can. Now, if you have that grip, we're not going to take this too far here. I just want you to kick into your hand, draw your shoulder forward to feel that stretch in the front of the left thigh. And just keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just slowly release your grip. Keep your left foot lifted behind you. Whoop. Maybe I'll keep mine up. There we go. So put the left hand in front of your chest, bend into the right knee, right arm still bound. Hinge from the right hip. And then very slow, bring the left hand down inside the right foot and step your right foot back. And if you lost the bind, come back to it, that right arm behind your back. Now we're going to take this into a low, long lunge toward a variation of Anjaneyasana. So right foot flat, deep bend on the right knee, left heel is lifted behind. Now keep the left hand down, lift the right shoulder, and sink your hips down and forward. Now pull the right thigh in toward your belly. Your chest opens toward the right. I want you to hold this twist with your chest open to the side. Keep that right shoulder pulled back. And we'll just take this up and down from the hips. So with an inhale, just bring your hips up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, hips up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up one more time. And then with the exhale, come down low. Now hold this here. Stay twisted. Bring the left knee down. Flatten the left foot behind you. Keep the left hip pulling forward and squeeze that right thigh in toward your belly. Look toward the back of the mat and pull the right shoulder back. Now you can stay like this. This is plenty. Keep your left hip low. If you can move without backing up your hips, maybe bend your left knee and lift your left foot. Maybe reach back with the right hand and find that foot. If you have that grip, you can pull the heel toward your seat. If you don't have the grip, don't worry about it. Just keep the left hip low. You're trying to lengthen the hip flexors, the front of the left leg and the front of the pelvis on the left side. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands down around the right foot. Tuck the toes, left foot, lift the left knee, come into low lunge. Now take a look at your low lunge. Feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance side to side, left heel lifted behind. When you're ready, hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Now give yourself a moment here. Find your stance. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight. The hips are squared to the front. And then reach your arms up high. Now, we're going to take a short sequence from here, and we'll just take the first round nice and slow, not too complicated, but take an inhale. With the exhale, just lean forward, reach your arms back, bring your upper body in line with your left leg. When you're ready, put the weight to the right foot, come forward, left foot up off the floor. Now, you can balance this toward vertical, or you can come down more toward parallel, some version of Warrior 3. Now, bend the right knee, set the left foot down, you're still leaning, and then it's breath to movement. Inhale, the arms up high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Hold here. Keep balancing. You can always bend that right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward, fold. Now from that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. And we'll take this into the crow setup from here. So palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels, touch your knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. Now this is good enough right here. You can just stay leaning, take some weight to your hands. Now if you're ready to take this further, keep looking forward. And then maybe just lift the right foot. You can set it down, maybe lift the left. And you can set it down, maybe lean further, and you can bring both feet up. Just take it the way you like. And then when you're ready, step it back to plank. We'll take it through the Vinyasa. So once you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Now from your down dog, let's take that on the other side. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. Exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And we'll bind this from the side. So left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Bring that hand over to the right side. Right hand meets the left. So palms together, fingers in lace, pull your shoulders back, keep your chest open. Maybe sink this down lower. Now we'll take it back and forth from here. So focus weight on the right foot, lift your left heel. Left leg forward, dip your heel down. And then left knee to right calf. Bring the heel forward, dip it down. Left knee to right calf. Left leg forward, dip the heel down. Left knee to right calf one more time. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. Now grip the floor with the right big toe. Keep your gaze forward, stay tall. Point the toes, left foot down. Now when you're ready, release the right hand. Take hold of the outside of the left thigh. And then take this toward the twist. So draw your left shoulder back, open your chest to the left side. And this is plenty right here. Now if you want to go a little bit further, maybe extend your left leg for a moment. and then bend your left knee. Now turn back to center. Right hand to the right hip, step your left foot down, and then come to standing with your right knee high. Now find your balance on this foot, dig into that left big toe. Keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. And then line the right knee up with the left. Now reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. And once you've got that grip, just kick in your hand, let this pull your shoulder back, but then pull the shoulder forward to lift the knee a little bit. You'll feel a stretch on that right leg. And just hold here and breathe. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly, right foot still lifted, release your grip, bring that right hand in front of your chest, bend your left knee, hinge from the left hip, and then come down, right hand to the floor inside your left foot and step the right foot back. Now again, we're taking that long, low lunge here. It's a deep bend of the left knee, right heel lifted behind, and you can always lengthen this out further. If you came out of the bind, bring that left arm behind your back, keep the half bind with the palm facing away. Now the right hand's grounded inside your left leg. Go ahead, lift your left shoulder, keep your chest open to the side, and then sink your hips down low. Now from here, I want to take it back and forth. Keep that left thigh squeezing in. With an inhale, bring your hips up high. Exhale, sink down low. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift one more time. And then with the exhale, lower. Now stay low here. Bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you. Squeeze the left thigh toward your belly and keep the front of the right side long as you lower toward the floor. Now this is good enough right here. Look toward the back of the mat. If you can take it further without backing up your hips, maybe bend the right knee and lift the right foot. If you can bring the foot close enough, you could hold it with your left hand and pull the heel closer to your seat. And just take this to where you can. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands down around that left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, find your low lunge. Now pay attention to your stance. Feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance side to side, right heel lifted behind. When you're ready, hands to your hips. And then with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Now take a moment to set this up. Deepen left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back. Keep yourself tall. And then reach the arms up high. Back into that short sequence. We'll take the first round slow again. So go ahead, lean this forward. Arms reach back, your upper body's in line with the right leg. Put the weight to the left foot. Come forward. Right foot lifts. You're in some version of Warrior 3. You can always come down lower. But then bend your left knee, step the right foot back, and you're still leaning in the lunge. So inhale, the arms up high. Exhale, lean this forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step back down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, Warrior 3, and hold here. Keep your balance. Try to keep your hips squared. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. And then once you're ready from that fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands, and we'll take it back into that crow set. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, bring the heels up, and touch the knees to your upper arms. Now look forward, lean forward, keep that grip, go slow. You can always just stay here. And you want to play with the tension and the balance here. Maybe just lift the left foot for a moment. You can set it back down. Right foot up again. And then set it down. And then maybe lean forward with both feet if you want to take it there. When you're ready, let's take the Vinyasa. Bring it back to high plank. Bring your body in line. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, belly in, hips up high to down dog. All right, we'll take this into the next sequence. So take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. With the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, bring your hips low. And then bind at your low back. So bring both hands down behind you. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, pull your shoulders back. Maybe sink your hips down lower. Now while you hold this here, put the weight to your left foot, lift your right heel. Right leg forward, dip the heel down. Right knee to left calf. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Knee to calf again. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Knee to calf one more time, hold here. And then when you're ready, just set the right foot down next to the left, you're back in chair. Put the weight to the right foot, come to standing with your left knee high. And just give yourself a moment to breathe. Now when you're ready, release your grip, hands to your hips. Line the left knee up with the right, and then reach back with your right hand. We'll take dancer with a reverse grip. So right hand to the inside edge of your left foot. Kick into your hand, line up your knees, open up your chest. Now you can always just stay here. If you want to go further, left arm high, palm forward. Dig into the big toe of the right foot, put a little bit on your right knee, and then as you kick into the right hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. You don't have to take this too far, but pull the right shoulder forward to lift your left knee up higher. Stay balanced, stay breathing, and only take this as deep as you're able. Now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright, left knee lifted, hands to your hips, and then turn open to left side, step your left foot back. And let's take this to warrior two. So deep end on the right knee, left leg straight. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Now go ahead, lengthen this out, sink your hips low. Let it feel like a hip opener from the beginning. And reach your arms out wide. Now take this with a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Pull the left shoulder back, open up your right palm toward the ceiling. Back and forth here. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend this forward and keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Now the exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay here. And then if you can take this further, go ahead and bring that right arm onto the right thigh. Keep your left shoulder pulled back. Stay open. And see about engaging this with some tension. Just try to straighten the right arm. Press the right arm to the inside of the right leg. Left shoulder still pulling back. And if you want to go deeper, you can start to slide this down. Try to keep the right hand off the floor. You can always bend to the elbow. But keep that tension on your right side. Keep the left shoulder drawn back and just keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring yourself up to center. Hands to your hips. Turn the heels towards center, toes out. Give yourself a moment. Move around, sink down. We're going to take this into a horse stance. So just a wide-legged squat. So bring your thighs toward parallel with the floor, hips toward the level of the knees, sink down, and then reach your arms out wide. We'll take an eagle bind. It's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. Now if you need to, just reach the opposite shoulders if you can't get the hands together. Do what works. Shoulders down, elbows high. Now into balancing here, shift the weight to the right foot, lean right, lift your left heel, and then pick that left foot up off the floor and set it back down, back to horse. Again, over to the right side, lean right, left leg lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide. Set the foot down. Again, weight to the right foot, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then back to horse. Now look down at the left foot. Turn it so it's parallel with the short side of the mat. Lean left this time. And then lift your right leg. Knees are bent, knees are wide here. And then slowly bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high. Dig into the floor with the left big toe. And go ahead and release the arm bind when you're ready. Hands to your hips. Now once you're stable, with your right hand, take hold of the right knee. Pull it out to the side and work to keep the toes pointed down. This is plenty right here. If you can go a little bit further, left arm down at your side about 45 degrees. Let's see if I can balance. And then maybe look down the length of your left arm and maybe start to lean further left. Just take this to where you can. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. When you're ready, step your left foot to the right foot to the front rather. Both hands come down, left foot comes forward, so you're in a forward fold. And once you're ready here, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, set your hands down. Let's take it to that crow setup again. So palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, bring your heels up. Touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. And you're going to stay here. Take as much weight in your hands as you can and keep looking forward rather than just down. Now, if you want to play around with this, maybe just lift the right foot for a moment. You can set it down. Left foot as well. Set it down. And then maybe lean forward and lift both feet if you want to take it there. When you're ready, bring it back to plank. And we'll take the Vinyasa. So from here, once you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, set your knees. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. We'll even all that out on the other side. So once you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And with the exhale, sink in the chair one more time. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now once you settle in, bring both hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms, either draw your shoulders back. Find the interlace that feels strange. Let's say opposite this time. Keep your chest open. You can come down lower. Now focus on your right foot. Lift your left heel. Left leg forward, dip the heel down. And then left knee to right calf. Left leg forward, dip the heel. And then again, knee to calf. One more time forward, dip the heel. One more time, knee to calf, hold here. Just breathe. And then set the left foot down next to the right, back to chair. Come up to standing with your right knee high. Now find your balance here. Grip the floor with your left big toe. When you're ready, release your hands. And then just line the right knee with the left and reach back with your left hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. Now once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, pull the shoulder forward. You can just stay right here. If you want to take it further, right arm high. Now further still, kick into your left hand. Pull the left shoulder forward. Lean against the tension of the kick. Just take this to where you can right now. And just breathe. And then slowly, with an inhale, bring this upright. Hands to your hips, right knee lifted. And then go ahead and open to the right side. So turn to the right, step that right foot back. Let's take this into Warrior Two. So on this side, deep bend the left knee, straight right leg. And again, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always lengthen this out further. Let it feel like a hip opener from the start. Keep your torso upright, reaches equal front to back. And then take your half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm face away. Open up the left palm toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay here. Left elbow to the left eye. Pull the right shoulder back. Stay open to the side like this. Try to take this further. Straighten the left arm. Open it up inside the left leg, but keep the arm and leg pressing together and keep the right shoulder pulled back. If you go further, keep that tension between the front arm and leg, and maybe bring yourself further down. Bend the left elbow if you need to, but try to keep that hand up off the floor. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring yourself back upright, hands to your hips. Turn the heels in towards center, toes out. Move around for a moment, sink your hips down. And just find that wide-legged squat. Thighs toward, parallel with the floor. Does not be perfect. Bring yourself to center. Reach the arms out wide. And then let's take the eagle bind here. It's going to be right arm under this time, left arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face, or reach to the shoulders. Do what works. Keep the arm squeezing. And let's take this into balancing. So lean to the left, lift your right heel. And then lift the right foot up off the floor. Knees are still bent. Set the right foot down, back to horse. Again, lean left. Lift the right foot, knees are bent, knees are wide. Set that foot down. One more time, bring it to the left side. Right foot lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide here. And then back to horse, back to center. Now look at the right foot, turn it so it's parallel to the short side of the mat. Put the weight to the right foot, lean right. Lift your left leg this time, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then bring yourself upright with your left knee high. Now release the arm bind when you're ready, hands to your hips. Point the toes of the left foot down. With your left hand, take hold of the left knee and pull that knee out to the side. And this is plenty here. Now, if you want to go further, right arm reaches down at your side about 45 degrees. And maybe look down the length of your right arm. Maybe start to lean right. Just breathe with this here. Now, if you're leaning, slowly come back up the vertical, left knee still lifted, hands to your hips. And then step the left foot to the front of the mat. Both hands come down, right foot comes forward next to the left. Now from your forward fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands one more time to that crow setup. Palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor, lift your heels. And bring the knees to touch your arms. Now look forward, lean forward, go slow. And maybe just stay here with the weight on your hands. And if you want to play with it further, see about lifting your left foot. Go ahead, set it down. Right foot up. Set it down. Maybe lean forward and lift both feet if you want to take it there. And then take it through another vinyasa. Back to high plank. Bring your body into line. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward. Straighten your arms. Upward dog. Exhale, belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. Now from down dog, let's take this into half pigeon. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle somewhere behind the left. Flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg. Sink your hips straight down. Keep your hips squared best you can. And just feel this out for a moment here. Look for at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now, there's a bunch of variations on this pose. I'm going to cue a more active variation, but you can just stay upright like this and stay still. You can take the back bend if you're more flexible. If you want to melt down, you can come down to the elbows. You can melt down all the way over the right leg. Now, if you want to take this as a more active version here, keep your torso upright as you are, and then tuck the toes of your left foot. See about lifting your left knee, but keep the hips squared and keep the hips sinking down. Now, this could be enough already too. Now, if you want to take this further toward a twist, left hand comes down just inside the right. And then pull your right hand back, maybe to the right knee, maybe to the right hip, but draw your right shoulder back, look right, and keep breathing here. Left hip pulling forward, both hips sinking down, and just keep breathing. All right, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just come back to center. If you're twisted, bring both hands forward. And if you brought yourself down, walk the hands in close. Now when you're ready, tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg. Just take a moment, shake it out. And let's take that on the other side. So once the right foot's down, inhale your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten the right foot, straighten the right leg. Pull the right hip forward, keep your hips in line, sink your weight straight down. And again, maybe just stay here, maybe take the back bend, you could melt down toward the floor. And if you want the more active version, go ahead, tuck the toes of the right foot, see about hovering your right knee, and this could be plenty. Keep the right hip pulling forward and both hips sinking toward the floor. If you want the twist, right hand comes just inside the left. Left hand pulls back, left knee, maybe the left hip. Try to draw the left shoulder back, look to the left, and just breathe with this. All right, again, if you twist it, turn back to center. If your hands are forward, walk them in close. And then go ahead, tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your hips, release your left leg, shake it out. And then walk your feet forward, bring your knees down to the mat. We're going to take this first to a Lagavadrasana movement here, and then we'll take this into camel, a little bit of back bending and extending through the front. So bring yourself up to standing on your knees. And do this with your feet flat behind you. We're going to hinge back first. Now, hands to your hips. Squeeze your glutes, press the hips forward, and keep your shoulders pulled back. Now you can keep your hands right here if you like. We're going to start hinging back and coming forward a little bit. To make it a little bit more extreme, go ahead, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, shoulders pulled back. Now we're not going to lean back too far, but I want you to kick into your feet, squeeze your glutes, keep your hips pressed forward like this. Keep looking forward. And then just very slowly, hinge from the knees, lean this back a few inches. Feel that in the thighs, the front of the pelvis, keep your glutes squeezing. And then press into your feet, come forward, but keep your glutes engaged. Now again like that, kick down, lean back, glutes are tense, shoulders pulled back. And then bring this forward again, glutes are still engaged. We're going to lean back one more time. Just find a position you can hold for about 3 long breaths. So again, kick into the floor, keep your gaze forward, shoulders back. Hinge from the knees. Lean back and just stop when you've had enough. Hold here. And then slowly press into your feet, bring this forward, and release. Come down to sitting on your heels for just a moment. Now part of that, just engage tension around the knees. And open up the hip flexors by keeping the glutes engaged. We're going to do the same sort of muscle activation, but this time we're taking this toward camel, which is probably the back bend you're more familiar with. So if you want to relax here a little bit longer, feel free, but if you're ready to move on, bring yourself up onto your knees. Now, I always do this with my feet flat. You can tuck your toes behind you if you prefer. But hands to your hips, squeeze your glutes right away, press the hips forward, pull the shoulders back, and find a long, light arc through the front of your body from the knees to the shoulders. Don't lose that. Now, the hands can be repositioned. You can bring them down the backs of your legs, like they're in back pockets, low back. You can bind. But whatever you do with the hands, pull the shoulders toward each other, and pull the shoulders back, and keep the elbows squeezing toward each other. Now, once you're ready here, walk your gaze along the front wall. Find the point in the ceiling directly above, and just check in. Glutes engaged, hips forward. Release the shoulders to the floor, keep your chest open. This is plenty. Now, if you want to go further, walk your gaze along the ceiling, look for the back wall. And then further still, you can always release your hands, maybe bring them down to your heels, but wherever you take this to, keep your glutes squeezing, keep your chest open, and keep your breathing long and smooth here. And then slowly walk your gaze along the ceiling. Find the front wall. Come all the way down to sitting on your heels. Give yourself a moment to breathe. Now, if you need to pause a little longer, feel free, especially if you get the blood's rush from your head. But whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your hands down, come into all fours, and we'll take this into Gomukasana. Now for this, I want you to bring your right knee forward underneath your chest to the middle of the mat. And then the right foot goes left. We're going to cross the legs. So bring the left knee in directly behind the right as close as you can. Now as the legs are squeezing, bring the feet out wide. And then slowly come down to sitting between your heels. Now give yourself a moment to sink this down. And if this is too much for any reason, you can always back off. The bottom leg, you can extend that left leg forward with the right leg crossed. And either way, just sit this upright. The leg bind might be enough. And this has been a lot on the glutes here, so you may just want to stay here. Now, if you want to take the arm bind, we can take half of it from below. Right arm behind your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back and find whatever grip you can. The wrist, maybe the forearm, maybe reaching all the way to the elbow. And then pull that right shoulder back. Now, keep your chest open. If you want the full bind, bring the right hand up between the shoulder blades. Left arm comes from above. And see about finding that grip somewhere in between. Then just take things to where you can here. I recommend holding your chest open. If you can't get the full bind, just stick with the half bind. Nothing wrong with that. You can fold this forward if you like, but for most people, I recommend just staying upright and working to open the chest. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Release whatever arm bind you have. Both hands behind you. Lean back. Untangle your legs. Cross at the ankles. Come forward. Your hands back to all fours. And let's take all that on the other side. So once you're ready, bring your left knee forward to the center of the mat under your chest. Left foot goes right. Cross your legs. Bring the right knee in directly behind the left knee. Again, squeeze the legs together. Now, as the legs are squeezing, sink down, come to sitting between your heels. And you can always sit this with the right leg extended and the left leg crossed. Bring both sit bones down. Now to move into the bind from below. Left arm crosses the low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, reach back and find the wrist, the forearm, maybe the elbow, whatever works best. Draw on that left arm, pull the shoulder back, open up your chest. And then see if you want to take it further. If you want the full bind, that left hand comes up between the shoulder blades. Right arm from above, and find that grip somewhere in between. If you can't get the full grip, don't worry about it. It took me like 3 years to touch my fingers doing this. But either way, keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward. Again, you can fold forward, but I recommend staying upright with this one. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your arm bind. Hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And then bring this down all the way onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in tight. And let's bring this into happy baby. So go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And pull down on both sides. So try to press the knees to the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. And you can rock this side to side if you want to take it there. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. And lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat. When you're ready here, start to move again. Fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out past your head. And draw this all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here. Hold on to the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.